Alright, great followers of BTC NDTV, you're most welcome for our Yei River County chairperson of the youths in our TV, and I believe he's going to inspire us a lot. And I just urge you to subscribe to our channel and follow whatsoever we are going to have today, as we are going to host the chairperson of the Yei River County Youth Association. He's live with us, and I believe you are going to learn more from him. And at this time, I'm going to straight away take it to welcome and introduce him to have a word to you and also mention his name, because I know some of you have been hearing about the chairperson of Youth Association in Yei, but you don't know who he is. But today, I assure you that you are going to know who this gentleman is and who is actually behind us in leading us as the youth of the country. So, sir, you're most welcome, and I'm so much grateful to have you today in our Reality Talks Live. And our topic is the youth empowerment. We are going to hear more from you on how you are going to empower your youths in Yei and how it's going to go across the country of South Sudan. And I believe you are going to be willing to talk to us. So at this time, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, my colleagues, Sir Derek, for welcoming me and for inviting me to come here. Thank you to the management of BTC ND TV. I am very much grateful for this opportunity to be here, to be able to have interaction with the young people, especially we are going to talk about youth empowerment. So I think this is an opportunity to me. I'm really grateful for that, and I thank God for this opportunity. I also thank the management for availing me this opportunity. My name is Gaga Frank Justin. I am the chairperson for Yei River County Youth Association. Thank you to our listeners. I believe the short time that we're going to be here, we shall have a positive interaction and we will benefit from this conversation. Thank you so much for coming.
Wow, thank you so much, our great followers. That is Honorable Gaga Frank, the chairperson of Yei River County Youth Association, and I am Sir Derek, the host, and I believe you're going to enjoy. So, Mr. Gaga Frank, as you being the chairperson of the Yei River County Youth Association, can you please tell us more about the Yei River County Youth Association and its mission, such that our people who are outside there, our youths, can be able to follow and know what we are actually going to do, your mission, and how you wanted to stabilize things in the association?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. The Yei River County Youth Association is a non-political, non-religious, and of course non-religious association. It is an association that does not have boundaries, does not have a color. We are not we are non-partisan. When we say we are non-partisan, we mean that we do not belong to any party, but we work with every party. We do not single somebody out. We accommodate everybody. We don't have borders, we don't have boundaries, irrespective of who you are, whatever party you belong to, whatever group you belong to. And when we say non-religious, we mean we work with every church, every religion. If you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, every religion that exists within South Sudan or within Yei, we work with you, because you know, as long as you are a young person, we believe the services, the programs, the things that we do in the Yei River County Association office must benefit you. This is one. Two, the Yei River County Association is the mother umbrella to other youth groups. Like, for example, the Boda Boda Association operates under the Yei River County Association within Yei. The Music Association in Yei also operates under the mother umbrella association, which is the Yei River County Association. And the rest of the associations also, different groups like drama groups, the Scouts, and so many others, they operate under this association. So this means that this association is the umbrella to these other youth groups that I just mentioned here. So our work is to ensure that the young people, we advocate for their rights, we advocate for their interests, and our aim is to ensure that young people in their programs, in their activities, in whatever programs they have, they are supported. We advocate for support from partners. Our partners are, one, we can say government, we can say partners like international organizations, non-governmental organizations. You know, these are partners that we work with to support youth activities.
Thank you so much, Gaga Frank, for that brief introduction of the association. And one thing you have missed out, I was expecting you to tell us about when was this association even established, because some of us may not know, and how is it now progressing up to this part that you are elected now to be the chairperson of the Youth Association?
Well, it's a very good question. To give a background, actually the history of Yei River County Youth Association. And Yei River County Youth Association has been in existence for very many years now. Since 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, I think it has been in existence, and there have been series of leaders, different youth leaders who came to this office, and they graduated from this office, they went far. They are doing different programs now. Some are working as government dignitaries in very high positions they are holding at the moment. But of course, it started a long time ago. Somewhere in the middle, because of some challenges given our context, this association went down. But as young people, we feel it is important to revive this association, because this association, as an umbrella youth association, aims at youth empowerment, engagement, and development in different sectors. When I say different sectors, I mean youth in government. We advocate for engagement of youth in government, engagement of youth in different institutions. We say even in the churches, or youth development in the churches, or youth empowerment in the churches, in all aspects, in different aspects. So this is it. And then when we realized that the youth association was not active, we decided to initiate a plan to mobilize the young people to reinstate or to reestablish this association. This is why in 2021 there was first youth convention which was conducted, and this has brought different youth delegates from grassroots representing all the constituencies of Yei River County. I mean the Payams plus special constituencies, youth with the disability, the faith-based groups, all of them were represented. And then the first youth convention went successfully. A new leader was elected, and that was Mr. Johnson Poru Hillary. And then the tenure of office was 2 years, and then there was an extension by consensus from the council of the youth in Yei River County. There was an extension of 1 year to make it 3 years. Now when the tenure ended, we went for the second youth convention. Now in the second youth convention also, delegates were drawn from different constituencies to come and they represent those constituencies and elect a new leader. This is where now I happen to be the new chairperson of Yei River County Youth Association. Of course, the Yei River County Youth Association has a vision and a mission. The vision is to raise global youth leaders, unify and empower them to become the agents of world socio-political and economic transformation. It has its mission statement, which says empowering youth without discrimination on gender or any other affiliations through income-generating initiatives and formal education and basic technical vocational skills. As I mentioned before that, the Yei River County Youth Association works with every young person, irrespective of their ethnicity, irrespective of their age, irrespective of their physical abilities, whether you are someone who has disability, so long as you are within the age bracket of youth as being defined by our constitution. That means you qualify and you have the right to access services from our office. So irrespective of your religion, whichever religion you are following that operates within Yei River County, we work with that. And then irrespective of your political parties and all that, we work with every young person to ensure that young people are empowered, young people are developed, young people are engaged, you see. So this engagement happens in different skills in leadership and all that, so that they are busy and then so that they don't become idle. I think this is just briefly what I can set on what you just asked now.
Well, thank you so much for taking us deeply into that introduction, and I was just expecting for a good one, so you've really made it to the expectation, and I believe everyone is going to know how this youth association came into its establishment and how it now functions. And as we said earlier on, our topic is youth empowerment, and I think it's really in line with that is the mission of the association, because the mission, I can quote from a word, is like empowering all the youths despite of their gender and even the social well-being. So that's really a very good thing, and we are so much grateful to have you right here. So straight away, I just want to tell us about like what are some of the challenges that are facing the youths in Yei River County, and how is the association actually working towards solving them, because I know you are the newly elected chairperson and you have detected some of the challenges that are actually facing youth, and how are you trying hard in order to put everything in order?
Thank you so much. The young people are facing a lot of challenges in Yei. There are so many challenges. So as an association, we categorized all these challenges into three. We have economic challenges, we have social challenges, and we have political challenges that are affecting the young people. So looking at economically, we see that the young people are facing economic crisis. Of course, given the fact that today, when you look at our context, our currency has lost value. Sometimes as a young person, you are employed, you try to work, and what you receive may not be enough to meet your need. So this is one of the things that we have seen. And then the other thing is also, we see that there is lack of skill development program for the young people. Like for example, young people are supposed to be taken for vocational trainings to be empowered. Their skills are supposed to be developed through those trainings. Like say for example, a young person is taken to alternative school or vocational school for driving course, mechanics, maybe engineering and all that, especially those who are dropped out. But sometimes it's difficult. We see this as a challenge, you know. Government does not have vocational centers, you know, for young people to access this kind of trainings, this kind of empowerment. So this is another one. And then also we say lack of business support or grants that are provided for the young people. You see the young people in here, they are very proactive and they are very innovative. So you find that sometimes they come together, they form themselves in groups and they initiate business plans. But of course they lack the capital to start their businesses. And then again you find that there is no support, there is no loan that is given. Sometimes you go to the private lending institutions. They also have conditions that are attached. They need collateral assets. And sometimes the young people does not have. When you don't have a land, how you cannot acquire, you don't qualify, and you don't get the loan, you see. And then so we found it so difficult that youth have not been provided with loans such that they invest in their businesses and then they grow their businesses so that it will also make them to be self-reliant and also to employ their fellow, because we also see that there is a challenge of unemployment. So instead of being there idle, when youth are supported with loans, they initiate their businesses and start their businesses. They can employ other youth and they can be busy in managing their businesses. And then, of course, socially, when you look at the social way of life, the challenges the young people are going through is, number one is drug abuse. Drug abuse. Youth come to social gathering places, they take a lot of alcohol, you know, smoking opium, some of these things, and many other drugs that they take. And these drugs, as a result, you know, taking them excessively, it affects the brain. It makes the young people not to think well, not to focus, you know, even their health alone deteriorate, you see. So this is because of idleness, and you find that youth are being engaged or involved themselves in this kind of issues, and this has become a challenge socially. And then also there are issues to do with early marriages. Young people who did not even finish, they did not graduate, they go for marriages as young as they are, and sometimes their marriages fail because you are not employed and you did not go to school, you have not graduated, and it becomes a challenge for you to manage family affairs. Sometimes the responsibility becomes big, and we as young people also, we have inherited responsibilities which do not belong to us. These are responsibilities that are supposed to be for maybe either our parents, our whatever, but we inherit them because of the situation that we are in today. And so this becomes a challenge to us as young people. And then also you find that youth also face a challenge of forced marriages or rape cases. This is what happens, especially with ladies in some areas, in some communities. This one happens. And so these are challenges that are affecting the young people socially. Then politically, we see that there is lack of youth involvement in the decision-making processes, especially in matters that are concerning the development. So because of this reason, as such, the young people are not involved in making decisions that matters in terms of nation building and development. You find that the rights of the young people are not being represented in different sectors. So the next thing is that also politically, the young people face a challenge of being divided according to tribal lines. You see, according to tribal lines, youth are being divided politically. And so we see this as a challenge because we believe that we are all South Sudanese. We are supposed to coexist peacefully, all the 64 tribes. But because of political issues and all that, youth have become divided in tribal lines. These are some few challenges that we have noticed as an office that the youth are going through. But of course, the youth also face a challenge of being supported or given the space, to engage in agricultural activities that can support them. Because when you see us now, we are being hit with hunger. And in the market, when you go, there is low supply of food. This is because youth are not been engaging themselves in agricultural activities or initiatives. So this is briefly about the challenge and how the office of Yei River County Youth Association is working hard in addressing these challenges is, one, we are advocating for our government to involve youth in decision-making processes, in their activities. This is what we believe. If the young people are given the chance to make decisions for themselves, this means that their rights will be rightly represented in the government. This is one. Two, we are also advocating for support from government in terms of vocational training or skill development programs for the young people. Government has to offer scholarship to empower the young people so that they become great leaders. Government also need to offer loan for the young people, especially the border borders. You see, the border borders needed to be given loans. Those who are engaging in agriculture, they also need some loans. These loans, once they are given to them, they can have large-scale farming or production. Using tractors, they can hire tractors, and to open big farms and have a very big produce. So I think these are some of the ways we are using to address the challenges. And of course, we are advocating to partners to offer trainings or plan training programs, skill development training programs, training in business management skills, training in ICT, trainings in peace building and conflict resolution, so that we can have so many peace ambassadors that tomorrow they may be the one to carry peace awareness in the communities, and they'll be the one to bring actually peace, to Yei River County. And of course, we also advocate for grants from partners to support those youth that have already started engaging in agricultural activities, because when they start small like that, they need more capital to invest more and have big produce, and they can also employ the rest of the young people. So these are some few mechanisms that we are putting in place, and as an office we are also planning for trainings that we will organize it as an office, and we train the young people especially on some few areas that I mentioned. And then there are those areas that sometimes requires experts which we do not have in the office. Now we look at which partner can support us in this area. We invite them to come and help us in those trainings. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Honorable Gaga Frank, for brilliantly speaking about the challenges and the ways forward that you have put in place, or the initiatives that you have taken in order to promote the empowerment and development of this youth. So could you please tell us briefly about the association, like how is the association going to contribute to the overall development of Yei River County?
Thank you very much. We have, as an association and as a new leadership, we developed a strategic action plan, and with our goals clearly defined. in our action plan. We have projected in 2 years time to come, what do we want to achieve for the young people, what do we want to see the young people benefiting from this association. One is that the association is going to focus on service delivery, delivering services to the youth, and this will contribute to the overall development of the young people. We deliver services in terms of advocating for their rights so that they are supported, and also in terms of planning activities that can bring them together and participate in it, and also to plan for activities like, for example, peace building activities. See, one of our strategic goals is that we focus on service delivery. This is 1. 2, we are going to focus on peace building and security, where we shall involve very many young people in peace tournaments, like sports for peace, bringing different youth together to participate, such that this will promote peaceful coexistence, and this will promote also development as well among the youth. And then also we are going to focus on recruiting young people and to be trained as peace ambassadors, and then they will go out to carry out peace awareness. They will go and disseminate, information about peace, the importance of peace. We are going to have so many other activities that we are going to do for the young people in order to empower them. And then also in terms of economic recovery, as our number 3 strategic goal, we are going to advocate for youth empowerment trainings through skill development programs, and this is going to be done through vocational trainings. And also the office of Yei River County Association has lobbied with their partner, and very soon they are going to install ICT center in our office. We are going to have a computer library where we are going to train young people. We are going to develop their skills, because the world, the world is now going digital. The world is evolving, it is growing, it is modernizing. So sometimes also you find that we realize the young people need to have computer literacy. You need to be computer literate, you see. So that's why we're focusing on that, so that they are trained, and this will help them in doing their research. This will help them in doing in doing their research, of course, in learnings, and then in a way that they can use the internet, and then also they can open up their businesses. Once they are trained, once they have the computer skills, they can open up their computer centers, and they begin to operate from there and offer services actually, and they can be self-reliant. So the other goal, number 4, is that we are going to focus on community cohesion, social cohesion among communities, because we are going to be targeting activities like cultural gala activities, where different cultures will come together, and then they are going to be participating in traditional dances, activities like that, and this will help to foster peaceful coexistence or cultural diversity, because we know Yei is a cosmopolitan town. All the 64 tribes are situated here in Yei. So by doing that, bringing different communities together to coexist peacefully, it creates that kind of connection. It binds our unity. It promotes togetherness. So we are focusing on those things, such that tomorrow we realize that we'll find the young people moving together, working together in achieving their goals, and also working hard in bringing sustainable peace, especially to Yei River County. See, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for giving us that brief light on actually how the association is going to contribute to the growth of Yei River County. And I believe this association, as you first said earlier on, it existed before, but as we can see currently in Yei, there are those gang groups that are inciting actually to cause corruptions, and there are those divisions among them. So how do you think the association have looked into that, and how are they going to work hard in order to bring all those divisions into an end? Because the youths are the power of the country, and they are the most people now who are involved in inciting problems and causing even at times insecurities in the areas that are here within Yei. So how are you going to work hard actually? Or which advice will you give to them, such that they can really understand, and so that we can avoid such occurrences?
Yeah, thank you very much. We are really, as an office, we are really very much aware of the emerging gang groups in town and their activities, which is